Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello,
And
ladies
welcome
and
back
gentlemen.
to another episode of Dragon Coffee. We are very much in a different spot at the moment.
You can't tell though, and that's fine.
Holy shit, you can. Look at that green.
No, they can't tell anything. It's invisible.
Caleb, don't touch it.
Yep.
Don't touch it.
You
It's
don't
the
want
best
to
we
touch
got.
You want
we
to
did
touch
the
it, but
we
you
did
don't
the
want to
green
touch
screen stuff. Let me just pull this down just a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna move them back over
it.
here.
Okay. I'm
Well, we got more 1D&D stuff,
One D
and we're gonna try a different format.
different
Well,
format.
that's what we're doing with this. We're just consistently trying something different.
Consistently trying something new.
So with this episode of Dragon Coffee, we're gonna have like a few different things going on. Like as far as
hentai.
for this episode,
Oh.
we'll be focusing on the 1D&D classes. Specifically, I think the first class is Bard. After Bard, we go to another class, and then the next episode will be another class. And we're kind of do whatever we want with these episodes, and,
Oh yeah.
and just kind of go from there. So this episode's probably going to be around like 30 minutes or so. I don't know. We'll find out
We'll
how long
have to
we
find out
it.
once we start recording.
So
the
we're gonna
actual
go
thing.
piece by piece for the new D&D playtest of 1D&D. Okay, so the first class that we're going to be working on today is Bard. This is playtest material. Expert classes are now a thing that they have decided to put into D&D 5e. Well, not 5e, the new edition of 1D&D. And expert classes are essentially going to be a thing where they're going to have, you know how they have a section right now that they're doing certain classes can only cast out of this spell list or something like that. It's very similar where the expert classes are going to be a specific set of classes, 3 classes in particular at the moment. Expert classes are going to consist of Ranger, Bard, and Rogue. And right now, the only thing that because we watched the video that Jeremy Crawford recently came out with, that explained a little bit into detail of like some of the small things, like for example, what we're going to see as far as expert classes here, and what they all represent is that they all get expertise, small stuff like that. I'm sure there's more stuff, but we're not going to know unless we get into it. Right?
Which we haven't looked at it yet. So this is the first look at 1D&D.
Expert classes.
Extra classes, specifically.
Yes.
Oh, our face is sped up there. Oh, that was weird.
It's because we lagged a little bit.
Is that going to show up in the recording? I don't know how that works.
It's going to probably show up in the recording.
Yeah.
I think that's a video thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Amazing, right?
Yeah, that's really official.
So, looking at this document is the second in a series of unearthed arcana articles that present material design for the next version of the player's handbook.
The Virgin? Damn.
The material here uses the rules in the 2014 handbook, except where noted. Providing feedback in this document is one way you can help shape the next generation of D&D. Inside, you'll find the following content: expert classes, feats, spell list, rules glossary.
Yes, the rule glossary is a very essential, is what Jeremy Crawford was saying. That, essentially speaking, the old rule glossary for the previous update is null and void. Mm-hmm. And to please look towards this rules glossary, because all the information has been updated at this current moment, and that the old rulings are going to be null and void. So all those, forget about them for now. It's still in testing, so everything going forward would basically be like patch notes.
Pretty much.
Is how you have to literally think about it.
Yeah, we're in the baby mode of this incredible. I think it's going to be incredible.
Wow.
I think this new edition is going to be incredible.
Wow.
But we're going to have to take it piece by
figure
piece.
it out, you know. Once the book comes out is when we'll literally know.
So we're going to go ahead and start with the top right here, which is power level. The character options you read here might be more or less powerful than options in the 2014 Player's Handbook. If a design survives playtesting, we adjust its power to desirable level before the publication in a book. This means the option could be more or less powerful in its final version.
Its final form. Like Frieza. Say for
Feedback is going to be very important here. We don't really need to get ahead of this. Essentially, to simplify this for you, feedback is going to be incredibly important to 1D&D. Mm-hmm. There's going to be they're not going to be looking at your comments. If you're on Reddit, you're on YouTube, and you're looking at stuff,
Reddit, yeah.
and you think they're going to be looking at that. They're not. They're going to be heavily relying on I think it's a survey
Yes.
that will eventually be coming out and getting your feedback there. They're not going to be
People-
looking.
We're hoping that
I get
people
it.
clearly played it. That's what they're really wishing to. And please do not go on the survey and start spamming there
They're
when
going
you
to.
haven't even play tested it to see whether or not it's overpowered or cheap. You know, you won't literally know. Even we won't even know until
No.
we play test something.
No, I mean it can sound shitty on
Yes.
paper and then actually an application be pretty decent.
Because we play tested the crit mechanic and giving back inspiration,
Mm-hmm.
and that turned out pretty well for
Oh,
us.
it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's actually a really exciting mechanic that adds a lot of stuff to combat. But that's our perspective on it.
Exactly.
It could be completely different for somebody else. So like we're testing small details here and there, and when we're getting to the class stuff, you bet your sweet ass. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be testing some of these the classes
Exactly.
and the way that they are, and it'll be interesting to see how these mechanics work, if they're going to be different, or if they have any little special attributes that make them more unique.
Oh, I didn't even realize new weapon options for certain classes. I didn't see that one. Also, a new system for creating a home base for your characters.
Yeah, they mentioned that.
Oh, I wasn't. You know, we
Yeah.
were all like in our own zones while we were talking at
Yeah.
the same time.
Yeah, but new and revised spells, new and revised feat, 48 subclasses. They are looking
Yeah.
to have 48 subclasses base.
Yep.
Base. Without any add-ons.
I really hope that their workers get, head pats for all the work that they're going to be doing.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of head pats to give out.
And I know a good portion of them aren't going to really be fucked with that much because to some people, the certain subclasses don't need any work, and some are going to get heavily reworked too. So we're excited to see where that goes.
But I really hope that the changes that they're making are going to be significant enough to call it a new game. Is all I'm.
I
hoping.
agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Because at the end of the day, if you're kind of just selling us D&D 5 and calling it one D&D, then you're selling us D&D 5e.
Except a little bit.
A tweak.
Yeah, and you're going to want us to buy the books again. Which is fucking
Which
annoying.
I'm hoping that it's going to be completely revamped. You know what I'm saying? I have hopes.
Same.
I have high hopes for what's coming up next.
Parts of a class. Here we go. We're getting into some fresh new details. Each class contains the rules elements described below. Characters who have levels in a class are exceptional. Most of the inhabitants of the multiverse aren't members of a class.
Thank you for also including that, because I tried to drive that very distinctly when I very first started playing D&D. Like, characters are strong entities in the world. We have to understand that they're almost demigods sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's crazy. Like our brains aren't registering how much we are impactful to the world, but like you guys are fucking insane
Yes.
half the time. Primary ability. The primary ability of a class is critical to some of the class's features, so when you create your character, the ability is a great place to put one of your highest scores. Similarly, when you gain the ability score improvement feat, which is now a feat, consider increasing your primary ability. Finally, to use the multi-classing rules, you must have at least a score of 13 in the primary ability of all your classes.
Which I feel like they should raise that cap. And I say that to say that multi-classing is super easy to be broken. And we still, if Coffee Lock is still a thing that can be done, and those really ridiculous combinations that people put out just to make broken, busted characters,
It's going to be a thing no matter what.
yeah. So if they raise the actual, entry level for that, I think that would be a substantial change for not being, just building busted combos just for building busted combos.
Yeah.
And more building for roleplay
Exactly.
versus anything.
Class
But I
groups.
digress.
Okay, so now we have all the class groups in its details. So each of these classes are going to be classified in a class group. So experts are the Bard, Ranger, Rogue, Polymaths who have the expertise feature, and other elements of other classes. Mages, Sorcerer, warlock, and wizard are all three going to be the mages.
Make fun.
Adepts of arcane magic, focusing on utility and destruction. And priests are clerics, druids, and paladins.
So I did not expect for druids to be lumped in there.
Well, they are here, apparently.
Yeah.
Stewards of divine or primal magic, focusing on healing, utility, and defense. Warriors, barbarian, fighter, and monk. That makes sense. I would expect monk to be a priest, but I guess that makes more sense, given how the combat abilities of a monk would be more or less being the warrior thing. But it's always been a weird class.
For me, it's like druids technically dish out more damage, and they can take more damage than a monk ever could. Mm-hmm. So I feel like those really should be swapped, but
we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
But they don't have divine or primal abilities. Magic in their kit, so that's the only thing.
That's the only reason why I'm just like, I can see why it's warrior. Masters of combat who can deal and endure many wounds. That is true. The artificer is technically an expert, but I don't think they're planning on putting that in core. So I digress.
Well, they're saying that they're just using the base stuff. They're just giving us currently the base stuff from what do you call it?
Tasha's?
No, the Player's Handbook, the PHB that was released originally. So that's all they're focusing on. So since that's a newer class, they're not gonna put any effort into it, is what they're saying right now, at least.
Makes sense. It really does. A class group has no rules in itself, but prerequisites and other rules can refer to these groups. For example, only members of the mage group might be able to attune to a particular magic item, or a feat might be able to be only access to the warrior group. So they're trying to go back to those specific things that were in previous editions, I believe. Creating a member of the class. A class's descriptions includes a section on how to create a member of that class. That section tells you how to determine your hit points, which proficiencies and armor training you gain from the class, the equipment the class provides at first level, and how to use the multiclassing rules with this class. Okay. Class features. Each class grants a special amount of features, levels in the class. Usual stuff. Subclass. A class's descriptions is followed by a section dedicated to a subclass for that class. A subclass represents an area of specialization for a member of a class, and the subclass granted special features at certain levels. When playtesting a new version of a class, you can use a subclass from an older source, such as 2014's Player Handbook or Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. So basically telling you the examples of both subclasses.
Like right now they're going to be interchangeable, most likely will clearly be different at going further on.
Exactly. And here we go.
Here we go.
We're getting to the meat and juicy parts of what these UAs are going to be. For this section, we're going over BARD. BARD is they're doing all the expert classes, so it's an expert class. Primary ability is charisma. This is the base description they're using right now. Invoking magic through music, dance, and verse. Bards are expert at inspiring others, soothing hurts, disheartening foes, and creating illusions. Bards believe that the creators of the multiverse spoke and signed it into existence, and that remnants of the words of creation still resound and glimmer on every plane of existence. The magic of bards is an attempt to harness these words, which transcend many languages, and direct them to create new wonders. Almost anything can inspire a new song or tale, so bards are fascinated by almost everything.
They are indeed.
They have a wide-ranging knowledge of many subjects and develop an aptitude to do almost anything well. Bards become a master of many things, including musical performance, the working of magic, and the formation of jests. Not every singer or poet in a tavern or jester in a royal court is a bard. Harnessing the words of creation requires hard work and some measure of natural talent. The most troubadours and jongleurs lack. What the fuck is that word? Jongleurs?
Jonglerius?
That's an interesting word.
That's what they want to use. Yes.
It can sometimes be hard to spot the difference between these performers and bards, though. A bard's life is spent wandering across the land, gathering lores, telling stories, and living on the gratitude of audiences, much like any other entertainer. But bards' depth of knowledge, such as a level of musical skill and mastery of magic, sets them apart.
So I'm assuming now that your class gives you your money
I'm guessing.
and starting equipment and all that stuff. No. They backgrounds you can get.
Backgrounds
class,
is where
you can
that,
get
yeah,
still, you
backgrounds.
can get still equipment from there. Mm-hmm. But I'm assuming your class now gives you the money, though.
I guess.
I guess, yeah. Because they didn't say anything about
Or
gold.
you don't start with gold anymore. Could be a fucked up thing that they're doing. I don't know.
But we all meet in the tavern.
Okay, so looking at the base stuff, Bardic Inspiration, key to the Bard, so you can see the Bardic Inspiration die. We could look at all these, right? But we're going to go piece by piece instead of overwhelming ourselves. We're going to start with creating a Bard. To create a Bard, consult the following list, which provide hit points, proficiencies, and armor training. If you're making a level 1 character, also consult the starting equipment section. And if you're using the multi-class, use the multi-classing in the Bard section. Then look at the Bard table to see the class features to get and what you get at each level. The descriptions of those features appear in the Bard class features section. Hit points is a 1d8.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed there.
Standard.
8 plus your con mod. Hit points is d8 or 5 plus your constitution modifier.
Yep.
Saving throws are Dex and Charisma. Nothing's changed there, I believe. Was it Dex? I think it was Wisdom before, actually, right?
I believe so. I don't really remember. But it probably was Wisdom, I think.
It could have potentially... I think it was Wisdom, but I could be wrong. It's Dex and Charisma that we're looking at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Skills. Deception, Performance, and Persuasion are any 3 skills of your choice.
Oh, so you don't know... You no longer... So they gave you those off the bat. That's what you get.
So you get to choose
or
3.
you get to choose 3. That's interesting.
I like it.
Yeah.
Weapons. Simple weapons.
Yay.
Tools. 3 musical instruments of your choice. Armor training. Light armor. Starting equipment. At first level, see 100 gold pieces right there.
Okay, so you...
Start with your class.
Okay.
100 gold pieces on equipment of your choice. So you get a dagger, an entertainer's pack, leather armor, musical instrument, one of your choice, a short sword, and 18 gold pieces.
Or just 100 gold pieces on whatever you want.
Yeah,
Okay. I dig it.
I like it. Multiclassing in the Bard. If your group uses the multiclassing rules in the player's handbook, here's what you need to know. So there's certain classes you can't multiclass. Is what they're basically saying there. If your group uses the multiclassing rules, which means they're alluding that there's a potential to certain groups not being able to multiclass.
Well, they might mean group as in friends, like the people you're playing with.
Okay. Oh, they could mean that too.
They could be that.
My brain automatically just went to classes, Never mind. As a multi-class character, you must have the score of at least 13 in order to use the Bard's primary ability and Charisma. If Bard isn't your initial class, here are the proficiencies you gain when you take Bard for your first level, 1 skill of your choice, and 1 musical item of your choice. Armor training. When you gain your first Bard level, you gain light armor training. Spell slots. Add all your Bard levels to the appropriate levels from other classes to determine your abilities. Spell slots for casting spells as detailed in the multiclassing rules. You prepare spells for each of your classes individually, basically saying it's multiclassing rules.
Yes.
Yes. It's going to be complicated. Bard class.
Yeah.
First level, Bardic Inspiration. Using Bardic Inspiration, you can use your Bardic Inspiration die in the following ways. When another creature within 60 feet of you that you can see or hear fails a d20 test, you can use a reaction to give the creature a Bardic Inspiration die.
Okay, that's completely new. That's
Very new.
completely new.
The creature rolls that die and adds the number rolled to the 20. You do that
Because
immediately.
That was a part of the creation bard subclass.
I believe so, yes. Now it's just a feature.
You used to have to give them the inspiration. It wasn't a reaction. It was your, of course, your bonus action to give them that. And
But
then
now
we
it's a
can use that.
reaction.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's already something that a lot of
That's a
classes
lot
don't
better.
have, like a reaction.
And it's just like, for bards, it's like, okay, you want to heal someone, but you also want to inspire. So now you can inspire someone without wasting your bonus action, and you can heal someone still. So that's actually the fast. Damn.
Great.
Okay. Sweet.
You can add it, but the best part about it is that they can roll that immediately.
Exactly.
You can make it a failure to a success. Simple as that.
Yeah, literally. Knowing, it's off by 1. Here you go. That's so much more useful.
That's incredible.
It's so much more useful.
Heal. Immediately after another creature within 60 feet of you that you can see or hear takes damage, you can use your reaction to roll your Bardic Inspiration die and restore a number of hit points to the creature equal to the number rolled.
So you can literally just bring someone back up immediately.
That's incredible.
Immediately.
They're already making Bard more useful than it was before.
Literally. This is what it feels like a bard should be. We're the protectors, the support. Mm-hmm. So it's just like it makes sense that we would be able to support our people.
Exactly. I think that's incredible. That's awesome.
Immediately. Bam. And the thing is that you only have 5 of those. So if you waste 5 of those, and then someone goes down, and now you're like, oh, okay, well, I fucked up.
So this is how this is how they're planning on potentially using Bardic Inspiration. These two major things. I like it.
Oh,
I think
no.
Are you looking at the other stuff?
Oh,
okay. We're not. I'm not reading as far as he is.
I know.
A Bardic Inspiration die is expended when it's rolled. You can confer a Bardic Inspiration die a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus.
Oh my god.
And you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Oh.
What?
That sucks.
It is kind of ass.
That's
what it is now.
Okay, that weakens us now.
Yeah, that's what Bardic Inspiration is now.
That is so much weaker. I understand, to do the heal thing, that's strong, that's a powerful ability. I'm not going to knock that. But
that's really strong.
To say you only have 2 at the beginning?
Wait, do we only have 2?
Because if you only have your proficiency dice now, it scales off a proficiency.
Oh,
so you only get 2 maximum.
We can
level
confer
1.
a Bardic Inspiration die a number of times equal to. You can confer.
That means you only have 2 at the beginning. It no longer scales with your charisma now. That's a mistake. That's not fair. I understand what they're doing now, though. They're trying to nerf mages.
They really are.
They're most likely trying to nerf mages. But I don't think you should nerf their class abilities. I think you should nerf their spells, if anything. Because what would happen back then, in Pathfinder, their spells used to scale off of their class level, and your damage dice used to scale off your class level, and not by, upcasting and downcasting. But I don't know. I don't know.
That seems a little iffy.
I don't like that. I don't know.
I don't know. I have to lament on that one. That's a new one for me.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have learned to cast spells through your Bardic Inspiration art, blah blah. You can learn the following spells, colors play. I mean, don't get me wrong. You do kind of get a lot more than you used to being able to cast out of the arcane spell list. I think that is a big buff as well.
Because also you're not using your...
Personally.
You're no longer using your bonus action at all to use your inspiration dice. It's only a reaction.
Oh, that is kind of ass too.
It's only a reaction. It's not a choice between one or the other. You're not saying, oh, I can use it as a bonus action. It's saying, no, you have to use it as a reaction to do either one of those.
That needs some work. I mean, that's not bad. The heal mechanic is fantastic. That is an incredible use of.
Oh yeah, no. I definitely concur with that. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful change, a welcome change.
That's an amazing change. That's
So very welcome change. But to nerf it that heavily, I don't know. That just
it's a little F.
yeah. I'm assuming they're going to be buffing martial classes because people complain about martial classes being very weak in their eyes. But we'll continue. We'll see.
That's a little weird.
Yes.
They are now giving you a prepared list for your classes now, so you'll have a prepared list of spells of what they recommend. So the prepared spells are basically saying you have the following spells prepared: color spray. Wait, you have learned. Give me 1 second.
Oh no.
You have learned to cast spells through your Bardic art. See the player's handbook for the rules on this. And the information below deals how you use the rules as bards. So never mind. Prepared spells. You have the following spells prepared: color spray, disguise self, prestidigitation, and vicious mockery. That's immediately, you always have those prepared, apparently.
Alternatively, you can prepare 2 0-level spells, which is cantrips. Please don't call it 0-level spells in the final thing. That's going to confuse some people.
Oh my god.
And 2 first-level spells of your choice. Any prepared for this class must be from the arcane spell and must be from one of the following schools of magic. They're also limiting. You're already putting a bracket of what you can pick, and then you're limiting that even further. I don't feel like that's a good choice between divination, enchantment, illusion, and transmutation. That means they actually can no longer even learn healing word. That means healing word isn't even in their skill set to choose from anymore. I don't...
Oh, yeah, but you can use a reaction heal.
Twice? For a D6?
Therefore, I'm the bard. I'm here to help. Ow, I'm down.
And these enchantment, yes, that is buffing. That's a buff. You're going with buffing and you're going with charm spells, heavy charm spells and such.
This is crazy.
You also don't get any damaging spells.
No. Oh, but with actually Song of Restoration looking forward, you might actually get access to Healing Word. But you get access, you don't get a choice. That's lame.
Yeah. So you have
Can I have a choice of what my spells are?
You have to get that at 4th level.
No, not 4th, 2nd.
No. Scale. See the scaling for it. Go.
Bard level 2nd.
Okay, 2nd, but still.
Regardless, we're getting ahead of us.
This feels very strange. Divination, enchantment, illusion, and transmutation. No damaging spells.
So you get everything back after a long rest. There's no short rest there, so that's something to take of note. At higher levels in this class, you can prepare more spells, as shown in the Bard table. So you can prepare them.
So you can replace during a long rest. I do love that.
Did they give that option?
Yes. When you finish a long rest, you can practice your bardic arts and
Thank God. Can they do that with every class?
They
I mean, like
probably are doing
mages,
that.
please?
They most likely are doing
You
that.
need to.
But it's still...
The number there determines the number of spells you can prepare for
And
each level.
also, not to cut you off, but it's also restricting with an arcane spell of the same level. That means I can no longer take out a 1st level spell for a 2nd level spell anymore.
No. There's a lot of limitations that they have so far right now.
I mean, they are
Trying to nerf it.
This will definitely test the mettle of people playing classes such as this now. It's
I like
going
that.
to it's restriction, creative restriction too as well. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to really prepare your character thoroughly, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I think there's a lot that can go into this that is good, but this is very
it could be
restrictive.
good, but it's like very restrictive. I can see why this guy made a 3-hour thing now, because this is
weird.
Yes, there are so many changes.
The Bard table shows how many spell slots you have at each level to cast your Bard spells at 1st level. For example, as 5th level Bard, you have 4 1st level spell slots, 3 2nd level spell slots, 2 3rd level spell slots. Okay, you're showing. There's a reason why you have a chart. You don't have to explain this. I mean, it's okay to explain it, but like you're gonna confuse us if you're doing a whole bunch of other extra bullshit. Charisma is your spellcasting modifier for bards. You can use your musical instrument as a spellcasting modifier. You're a bard. If you restricted that, that would be really dumb. Expertise, you gain expertise in two of your skill proficiencies of your choice. Performance and persuasions are iconic choices. Basically, give them recommendations.
Yes. Which I like
Song
too.
of Restoration. You get that at second level. You have learned how to use music, poetry, and dance to heal wounds and maladies. When you reach certain level in this class, you add a specific spell to your Songs of Restoration repertoire, as shown in the Song of Restoration table. You always have the spell prepared. So now, Songs of Restorations is just you learn that spell.
And you no longer even have your short rest mechanic. They took it away.
You learn that spell.
So you just heal people like normal during the song.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's a song.
Oh.
It's not healing word.
It's a song.
It's a song.
Thank you for clarifying that. Wow. Like, I'll honestly say your Song of Rest wasn't really useful.
No, but like it's a little.
I feel like you can replace it with something good.
Welcome to Bard, you suck ass.
Yeah, they're making.
Welcome to Bard, you suck ass.
Yes, thank you for making Bard feel good again.
I had high hopes for Ranger. I have no high hopes anymore.
No, honestly.
I am scared. To let you guys know, we got a Bard main here, pretty much. He's the Bard main.
I used to be the Warlock main.
I used to give, like years ago, I used to give Ranger shit. After playing recently playing Ranger for like, I think the last 2 years, I'm a Ranger main. I love Ranger. It's my favorite class. We're about to get shit on so hard, bro. Like, he's taking the blows heavy first.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm the first one out the gate, literally.
You get your Bard subclass. Okay, so same thing as any other
Yay.
subclass. Bard subclass is 3rd level. We're not getting into details here.
Nope.
4th
They
level,
literally-
you get a
But
feat.
they didn't even do it. College of Lore is the only thing that they say.
Well, that's the only confirmed subclass that we have going through.
'Cause it's
Great.
the easiest
It's
one.
the only one that made sense.
It's the easiest one to do.
I know, to use first. Jack of all trades, you can add half your proficiency bonus to any ability check you can make that uses a skill proficiency you lack and that doesn't otherwise use your proficiency bonus.
So you get that at 5th level now?
For example, if you make a strength check, you lack athletics proficiency, you can add proficiency bonus. That's actually pretty early.
5th level?
That's pretty early.
That's not pretty good.
What was it before?
2nd level.
Was it 2nd level?
I could be lying though. In all honesty, I could got it.
I gotta look now. You got me curious.
I got you fucked up.
Ooh, don't look at that. It's a homepage. Bard subclass. Why the fuck did it just... Well, there goes our faces for some reason.
Oh,
Okay, there it
we're
is
back.
again.
A beautiful people.
Wow. It doesn't like... apparently, it really doesn't like it.
No, not at all. It's existential crisis, but I feel like it was level 2. But I once again,
You're the one who plays it. I
could
mean,
be
like,
wrong.
I've only played one. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sure it was 2nd level because I'm just like,
We're going downhill,
oh
boys.
man,
I want off!
they're nerfing the shit out of them, dude.
I'm
They
scared.
are taking them.
What about
and just
Wizard?
bending them
Oh,
over
dude.
backwards, breaking their backs
Dude,
immediately.
no.
Do you hear the crunching and snapping of the bones?
6th level, you get another subclass feat. Congratulations.
Woo! Yes, sir.
7th level, Font of Bardic Inspiration. You now gain all expended uses of your Bardic Inspiration when you finish a short or long rest at 7th level.
7th? You only get 2 for so long! And then you get what? And then you get 3, and then you're happy. You're a happy camper.
Hey man, I can't heal anybody.
Yes,
oh wait,
you
I can. I'm
probably
the
can.
paladin.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no.
Uh,
Are you okay?
Are you okay? No.
In addition, if a creature rolls your Bardic Inspiration die and gets a 1, they can re-roll. What a great feature.
I mean, I guess that's actually a good welcome change once again, but damn, bro. Damn, bro.
Yeah, it's
Like, you really gonna do this like that?
yeah, it's rough.
I don't even want that anymore. Get rid of that and give me my font of Bardic Inspiration earlier.
No,
I don't want them to... Fuck it, they get a 1.
fuck you.
They could get a 1 again. They could literally get a 1 again.
What?
I don't care.
Oh, fuck you. This is the first
okay,
class we're
thank
working on. Why is this the first class you're presenting? This is not a good option.
Gutting... Well, we did what everyone wanted us to. We gut the... I think this is what they're literally doing. They're like...
Did they want it? Did people want that?
No, people were mad about, like, fucking... Because every, like... What do you call it? Tasha's boosted the shit out of, like, all magic classes. All across the board.
Okay, and Bard still sucked.
Yes, but...
It
They were
doesn't
still
change
mad
the
about
fact
it.
that it sucks.
People just wanted more juice for every other class. Like, freaking barbarians only have, like, 4 to this day.
Okay,
That's really bad.
yet they're still one of the most impactful fucking classes on the battlefield.
True, but, you know, people, they feel like they
That's
didn't
me.
have enough versatility. I know. I know.
Hard take, bro. Hard take. I think barbarians actually are very fucking strong.
I think you can literally just take all the barbarian, just the actual class itself, and run with that without even having the need of a subclass and still be fine.
I know.
But that's not, you know,
That
that's not
doesn't
me.
fucking make sense.
I don't be playing them like that.
Me neither. I mean, like, I've never had a fucking issue with a barbarian.
No.
Barbarians don't have issues with barbarians. They
No?
just go, I'm good.
I hit thing.
I'm
Unga
good.
Bunga. Unga bunga.
It's rare.
Unga bunga. Hit stuff.
Fucking tanks. That's all they do. Beyond the point. Feature. You get a feature at 8. You get expertise at level 9.
That's good.
You get another subclass feature at 10.
That's good.
Magical Secrets is coming back.
Wait. You get another subclass at 10?
Yeah, that's what it said.
I think 14 was the next time you got something.
Well, that's earlier then. I don't know. I clicked out of it, I think. Let's see. Actually, no, I didn't. 14. Yeah, they get it earlier. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Look at that.
Yeah, because I'm like,
Take the
wait,
small things. Small
10?
victories.
So that means we get more subclass features as overall, or just this one? Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
That means we're getting more power creep.
I like it. You take the small victories, bro. Take the small fucking victories. You get magical secrets. You can choose from the arcane, divine, and primal classes.
Yay.
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 You get to choose from any class like you were able to do before.
Yes.
You get a feat at level 12.
Whoa.
Of another subclass feature
Yay.
at 14. And then further magical secrets.
Whoa.
Again. You get a feat. And then at 18th level superior, Bardic Inspiration.
Yay.
When you roll initiative, you gain 2 expended uses.
You do.
I've made it to level 18 throughout this entire campaign. And now, I finally reached level 18. I've done everything. I've dealt with my party's bullshit because I'm the bard and no one likes me. I've dealt with it. And I'm now level 18. I can do it. What do I get?
2. You get 2.
What did you say?
2.
They make fun of me all the time because I'm the bard. And I made it to level 18 like everyone else had lived. And now this?
At level 19, you get another
I quit
feat.
playing this game.
You get another feat for ASI.
Great.
At level 20, you get an epic boon. Or another
Oh,
epic boon.
you gain
of
the...
luck.
Wait, no. It says you gain
Oh.
the epic boon of luck or another feat of your choice.
Okay. So they just have like a recommended one or choose one.
So there's the prepared recommended spell list for Bard. That's a rough one.
Yeah.
That's a rough one, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. That's a rough one.
I don't play it. That's all. I move on. That's what happens. That's what this is.
So they have College of Lore ready.
That makes sense.
I didn't really expect them to have that playtest stuff ready. Okay, so Bard. Okay, so this is the College of Lore, which is the one that you get immediately. Watch.
Yeah, the one that everyone wants to pick.
So with that, you third level you get bonus proficiencies.
Yes, that's good. Yes, that's good.
Also, you get cutting words. Cutting words now, as you learn how to use your wits to supernaturally distract or confuse and otherwise sap the confidence and competence of others. When a creature that you can see within 60 feet of yourself succeeds on an ability check or an attack roll, you can use your reaction to expend one of your uses of Bardic Inspiration, one of your three, actually two at this point, rolling a Bardic Inspiration die and subtracting the number rolled from that creature's roll, potentially turning it into a failure.
That's good.
That's what cutting words was before.
That's yes. But I don't think ability checks were grouped into that, though.
It wasn't? Was it just attack rolls?
I think it was just attack rolls, yeah.
Okay, cool. 6th level, Cunning Inspiration. Through your studies and your cunning, you've learned to inspire others exceptionally well. When any creature rolls your Bardic Inspiration die, that creature can roll the die twice and use the higher of the two rolls. What a subclass feature.
I mean...
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
And I don't know... So, the interaction between that is going to be weird, right?
Yes.
So, say for instance, you can literally have someone roll 3 times, is what that's saying, right? So, if you roll a 1 and a 1 by, happenstance, your feature built in at 7th level allows you to re-roll again.
Yes.
Normally.
Yes.
So essentially they're saying someone can literally re-roll your dice 3 times.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Improve cutting words.
Yes.
Wait, did I do Cunning Inspiration?
No.
Okay, Cunning Inspiration. Through your studies and your cunning, you'll learn to inspire others.
Oh, no, we did do that one.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Improve cutting words. Whenever you use your cutting words feature on a creature, you could deal physical damage or psychic damage to that creature equal to the number rolled on the Bardic Inspiration die plus your charisma modifier. Not bad.
But once again, you don't have many Bardic Inspirations to begin with, though.
Not bad. Take the small victories.
I don't want to, because I don't really like them.
Take the small
I don't
victories.
like the small victories. They're not small. They're micro. They're micro transgressions.
Maybe. Just maybe you're right. I can see where your qualm comes through. Either way, this is rough. Perilous Skill is the 14th level feature. When you make an ability check and fail, you can expend one of your uses of Bardic Inspiration, roll the Bardic Inspiration die, and add the number rolled to the ability check, potentially turning it into a success.
So you can just inspire yourself. But that's only on ability checks specifically.
I used to be able to inspire myself all the time. What happened to that feature, huh?
There was never that.
You sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you could inspire yourself. Am I completely wrong on that?
Oh, thought you were JKing. No, you can't.
A little bit.
No.
I was a little bit JKing, but there was a
never
part of me that was
inspire
being serious.
yourself as a bard.
That's lame. Why can't I just inspire myself?
I don't really know.
What if I don't trust people?
Honestly, they let you down.
I mean, most bards are very highly emotional.
But literally, it's only ability checks. Only. So not like saving throws or attack rolls. Just ability checks. That's a 14th level. That's your level cap. That's what you get when you're the strongest, when you're the top, when you're at peak condition in your subclass. You get to inspire yourself.
So, Bard main,
slightly.
What do you think about bards?
I don't like it.
What do you not like about it? Okay.
And also, what are we seeing as far as so your growth of spells? Because I'm seeing lots of 1s, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Oh, true enough.
So wait. What? Do you only get to pick 1 spell per level up? No. Did we miss something? We could have missed something. But do you only get to pick 1 spell every time you level up? At higher levels in this class, you prepare Then you prepare, for example, 3rd level, 4 different spells.
And that's preparing spells. I think you get a choice. I mean, it'd be different if you had a choice between all the spells. That'd be cool. That makes sense.
So,
But we don't get that.
okay, so it's not. I forgot it's not learning. It's just preparing. I forgot that's how.
Yeah,
was
that's
for them.
different.
Yeah.
That's the only
But-
thing. That's what makes it good. Otherwise, it'd be ass.
So third level, you get
He's getting very into
two different
the details.
levels. Levels. For, I don't know. They need to come out with a chart so that this makes a bit more sense because it seems like you're very limited. Because what the recommended stuff over here, it's only showing like two, one, two. You know, one. Looks very confusing in this sense because this is not very.
No, it's not. I already know where
Because
you're
it
going
says
with that.
11th and 12th level.
No.
You only have that and that's not comprehensive to me at this point because I'm not really reading it thoroughly in depth. So I don't know. That's kind of confusing. I don't understand how you picking spells. Yeah.
I don't fucking know, dude. From what I'm gathering, as far as picking spells go, it's you're preparing spells instead of picking them. So you get to choose after every long rest.
Yeah, so you don't. It's not with level up anymore. It's with long rest.
It's with long rest, and you have like the spells. I think those were just spell slots you were looking at earlier. So this chart, I believe, is the spell slots.
Yeah, it doesn't because you don't do that anymore. You just pick spells.
Well, at least for Bard, you're preparing spells, which I think is already a better mechanic than a lot of other stuff. But what in particular do you not like about it?
Of course, it's just mostly the scaling of inspiration. I think the features that you get with your base class is a lot better, aside from, of course, I don't like Font of Inspiration being so late. I also don't like having Jack of all trades being so late.
What am I good at?
How do we be a Jack of all trades when we get it so late? I don't feel like a Jack of all trades if I'm getting at level 5 now versus level 2. It doesn't make any sense. And also Song of Rest and not being able to have... Yes, we do have quote-unquote access to Healing Word, but it's just strange that we don't...
I think they just like having Bard being like this weak piece of shit thing. That way they can roleplay there being a weak piece of shit. I think that might be my fucking... I think that's what I truly feel. At this point, it's just like, how many times have we have people ask for Bard to be decent?
Like,
not
they've gone from
good.
Jack of all trades, and then they slapped it with the Master of None.
Decent.
They did Jack of all trades, but now it's slapped with the Master of None. Like, you can't even inspire... So you have most likely, like, what? 2 to 3 other party members at all times, right? At level 1, you only get 2 of those Bardic inspirations to pass between 3 of 4 of your comrades. So you're choosing who gets to live and die a lot earlier now. Because they actually give you your little, being able to reactionary Bardic Inspiration, but I also don't like that fact, too, that it's only a reaction. If you can choose between the two, that's amazing. Honestly, it's beautiful.
I think it would be better if it was to both.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I guess I digress. There's really nothing to say here besides yikes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
My personal opinion is that it's definitely rough draft.
It's a work in progress, yeah.
It's a rough draft, and it shows. They did mention they were trying different shit out all over the place, but why try different shit out with the Bard unless you're improving it? Like, that's my opinion, okay? How many times people complained about the Bard being shit? It's not coming out of my throat, it's coming out of everyone else's. Yep. I'm the only fucking thing that I've ever said, personally, that I think is shit is Ranger. And I'm the fucking Ranger main. But beyond that, I'm about to find out how weird this is. Bard has consistently getting shit on. Mm-hmm. It's gotten constant shit for a reason because people are tired of it feeling like garbage. So if you're doing to do improvements or try to rework the class in a way. Why are we nerfing it more?
Also, getting your inspiration back so late when you already have such a limited amount.
The only big improvement, because I find that to be a fucking big improvement, is that heal. That
Yeah.
heal is next
That's
level
clutch as
changing.
fuck.
That's game changing.
That is clutch as
That's
fuck.
actually
The heal on a
game
reaction is very incredible.
The reason why I say that is because that's early game. We're talking
Yeah,
early
exactly.
game, boys. Level 1 through 3, that's clutch. Because those are the most scary moments in any D&D game is at the early levels.
When you get critted on and it's more than your HP and you're dead right
that's
out
game
the bat.
changing.
Yeah.
The Bard will be game changing early level. After that, it's worse.
Then it
Hard
just
take,
feels
my
like,
opinion.
It feels like they're forcing you to go outside of your class and just multi-class and say fuck it. And it's like, why am I sticking with this?
Expert. Because you're an expert class. You're an expert. Do you see what it says here? It says you're an expert.
But I feel like I'm not an expert at what I'm doing at all. It feels like I'm actually a lot worse than I should
Well,
be.
it says you're an expert. Well, let's see what the issue is.
I feel I'm way worse than I should be.
But it says you're an expert.
I know it says what it says. The words are lies.
That's Bard.
They're criminal.
So that's our this is what we're going to be doing for this episode of Dragon Coffee. Okay, we're going to pop into the next portion, and it's going to be nothing but Ranger. This is just a format change we're trying, and we're kind of doing what we want anyway. So that's just a Dragon Coffee episode. So we'll be back with Ranger. Hard take as far as let's give it a 1 through 10. What's your first impressions of the new Bard is?
Right now, it's about a solid 6, and I only say that the only redeeming quality it has is that heal as a reaction.
I'm gonna go with the 7 only because the heal is absolutely game changing. That's game changing. But other than that, it's got heavy work to do because it just feels like Bard, but changed in different spots. Okay, so you get this later, you get this later, you get this later, you get this later. The reason why I still like it though is because Bard is going to get access to so many, and I mean so many new spells that they never had access to before that I think you're gonna like it.
It's a yes and no because of that. When I say
A yes and no.
early game, you're restricted between those 4 You're restricted between 4 classes of school that you can pick from. The 4 classes of school you can pick from. That's it. I'm used to my little baby being able to heal people and deal a little bit of damage. It doesn't have to be tremendous amount of damage. We had access to our Shatter, and our Vicious Mockery is now our damage dealer.
We don't know because these are the ones that are just guaranteed for you. We don't know shit. We still got to look at spells at some point. So we're going to go and we're going to hop into the next portion. So catch you guys later.